Today's anime features a character who grew up hating monsters, only to discover that he's actually a monster himself. We are talking about No, we're not talking about Attack on Titan. We're talking about Kaiju number 8. Let's go! Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ashley and I am the Anime Noob. And today we're going to be talking about Kaiju number 8. Now, if you don't know what this program's all about, it's basically my adventure, my quest to learn about anime, to discover new anime. Because, as I said in the first episode, this is episode 2, just so you know. In my first episode, I mentioned that I've only actually seen 4 anime in my life. So, yes, I am an anime noob. And I decided to do this show to discover new anime. And every episode, I'm going to be talking about one of these anime that I've seen, and in this episode, yes, it's Kaiju number 8. Before we get into this, I just want to say thank you to the viewers who actually really enjoyed episode 1. They gave me a lot of feedback about it, so I'm really excited about that. As always, of course, this is part of the Malta Pop network. The Malta Pop podcast is our main show, which is also on this channel, and we have a Patreon, so if you want to support us, please donate €2. That would be fantastic. Maybe if you just like this show, donate to just this show. This show comes out every 2 weeks. The main podcast comes every 2 weeks. It's like a main podcast, Anime Noob, main podcast, Anime Noob. Plus, we have lots of other features coming out on the channel. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be at Comic-Con. We're going to be doing Vox Pops. Lots of events. We're going to be trying to cover as many as we can because we want to be Malta's top place for pop culture. But anyway, that's Malta Pop. Today we're not Malta Pop, today we're Anime Noob. So we're gonna get into Kaiju number 8. Now, as I said, when I'm gonna try these new anime, I'm gonna dissect them by 4 things. I'm gonna be looking at plot and overall plot and storyline, the characters, the music, and then I'm gonna be giving you my final thoughts on whether I liked it or not, whether I want to continue watching it or not. So along the line, I'm gonna tell you all the stuff I liked, all the stuff I didn't like, and that's it. So how I do this is basically I watch for the first 4 episodes of this anime. Even if it's an anime that has 12 episodes, I'm only gonna watch 4 episodes. I did say 3 in the first episode because I wasn't sure if it was gonna be 3 or 4, but after watching 3, I said I kind of need 4 to, give it a proper test. So yeah, I watched the first 4 episodes of Kaiju number 9. So let's get into the storyline. So first off, guys, as I said, this is the first proper episode, so it's going to be a bit weird and all over the place. So I really need your guys' feedback and comments. So comment down below how I can improve, maybe make it more streamlined and make it more enjoyable, because I'm gonna go do it this way, but I'm one who really believes in feedback. So if you don't like something, tell me and I'll try and arrange it. So how I'm going to do about this, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown of what happened in the first 4 episodes, and then I'm going to tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and all that stuff. So basically the plot starts off with episode 1. First off, it starts off with this kaiju attacking Japan. We see the defense squad come in, destroy it, and we will realize that the defense squad are OP. Back up the next day, we get the cleanup crew who needs to clean up the remains of this kaiju, and that's something I liked. We're gonna skip a bit, but I did really like this fact that even in these monster movies and all Godzilla and King Kong and all that, you never actually see the people who clean up the shit that goes on after. So we get this cleanup crew, and we meet our main character, who is... Fun fact for new viewers who don't watch the normal Malta podcast, I'm shit with names, so I have to write down everything. And I did write a lot of notes about this series, as you can see. So I am doing my research. I'm not just watching it and then talking about it. I'm trying to do a proper job. And we're back. And this is where we meet Kafka Hibano. He's an expert cleanup crew, an okay guy. He seems normal. He seems like we get a bit of backstory where he says that he wanted to join the defense squad, didn't get in, but he doesn't really mind because he's actually doing good by cleaning up the monster's remains. I like that they show him cleaning him up. I like that they give him the worst job, which is the intestines. One complaint: why don't we see the shit? The shit is censored. Why is the shit censored? Was it only my copy that had the censored on the shit, or is it always censored? Please let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, so yeah, we meet him, and then next day a new cleanup crew guy joins. He's a young guy. He's full of energy and all that. Again, I have to check his name. Whose name is Ikawawi, and yeah, he's a young guy, he's full of energy, he wants to join the defense squad. He's just joined the cleanup crew, has a bit of a part-time until he does his defense squad test to get in. He kind of forms a bond with Hibano as he shows him the ropes and all that, and yeah, and so they kind of sort of become partners, and he sort of like inspires Hibano to maybe give it one more try for the defense squad, because he's failed a couple of times. He says maybe you should just give it one more chance. As they're cleaning up, then suddenly they get attacked by kaiju. That Hibano saves Hikawawi, and that even more inspires him to join the defense squad. We also get some flashbacks which shows that Hibano grew up with the captain of the defense squads. That's more to be revealed later on. And then basically they're in the hospital. They recovered after after being attacked by the kaiju. And Hibano, says, "That's it. I am really gonna try and join the defense squad." But he doesn't finish the sentence because a giant fly jumps in his mouth. Yeah, jumps in his mouth, and suddenly he's transformed into a human kaiju. Boom. End. That's the first episode. The second episode mostly focuses on them escaping the hospital. It's features a lot of humor, especially when Hibano's getting used to his kaiju form and all that. But then when the real kaiju attacks, we see that Hibano has a psychic connection to other kaijus. The kaiju attacks, and then Hibano saves a daughter and a mother, and he shows off his full, we don't full power, but a decent amount of power in a very, very cool scene where he just gives him one punch, and that scene is epic, honestly. Okay, I'll get there later on, but it doesn't feature many epic moments, the series, at least the first 4 episodes, but that was definitely an epic scene where he punches the first kaiju. He defeats his first kaiju as a kaiju. Too many kaijus. But anyway, yeah, the human kaiju defeats the real kaiju. Anyway, there we go. And then basically it's them deciding to, go and do the defense squad. We get a time jump of 3 months, and yeah, it's time for them to go to the defense squad because they passed the first part of the test, both Ikawawi and Hibano, and they're gonna go to the test. We get to the test, they meet this new character who's a youngish girl, and she's kind of a brat. Straight away tosses Hibano's car because she wants to park there because it's her lucky number and all this bullshit, and that's the end of the episode. Boom! Episode 3 focuses mostly on the tests, the defense squad tests. We learn that the girl's name is Kikorori, and we get a bit of backstory about her. Well, backstory, a little bit of information that she's the greatest talent in the world. I've got it written down somewhere precisely. Okay, here we go. She is the greatest talent in history. Sounds like someone. Levi. But anyway, yeah, she's the greatest talent in history. And her nickname is quite real because she actually destroys everyone in the obstacle course. And then when we get to the second part of the test, where we find out that Ikarari only joined the cleaning crew because for the last 2 years the second part of the test had been, kaiju cleanup, so he wanted to learn stuff so he can go in there and have an advantage. However, they changed it today. This time it's not clean up, it's destroy. They have to fight kaiju. They get fitted with the defense suit, which we find out is made out of kaiju material, and yeah, they're bummed into this area to fight. And this is where we see the full power of Kikarori, where she starts destroying these kaijus all by herself. We also find out that Hibano has really poor stats, and he's really kind of useless at the start of this, but he decides that maybe fighting is not his strong point, but he can help them by telling other soldiers and defense force weaknesses, because he's cleaned up a lot of kaiju. He knows all the shit about them, literally. So he goes around giving other soldiers pointers, and he's helping out until a kaiju attacks and near enough kills him. So he gets really hurt, really bad, broken leg, internal organs. He's about to be eaten or destroyed or called out, because the leader, the tester, the what's his fucking name, the second in command, basically the guy who gave them the objectives, he told them, if we see you in too much danger, we're gonna pop your shields and you get eliminated, so you won't join the defense squad. So this is about, he's either gonna be eaten or he's gonna be called back. So basically he's in the shit. But surprisingly, Kikarori saves him, because she says on her watch, in her missions, no one dies. And that's the end of that episode. Episode 4, we continue. We see that Hibano doesn't want to give up, and yeah, he tries to get back on his legs. We see that Ikawawa puts him on his shoulders and starts helping them, so to continue their mission, to continue helping the other defense forces. In the meantime, Kikarori is just destroying monsters and that, and basically she kills everyone, and all the other defense squads kind of feel useless, because she's done everything. Even the second in command and the first in command are impressed. But suddenly another human kaiju appears, and he brings all the kaiju in the training section back to life, and stronger than ever. In fact, Kikarori dies, she gets shot in the heart. Thank goodness for their defense squad shoot. She gets tossed around, nearly gonna die, and yeah, the kaiju's about to kill her when Hibano steps in and saves the day. He just saves her, pays it back. Remember, she saved him in the previous episode? He saves her by transforming into his kaiju form and just says, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna save you. So, yeah, and that's also another epic moment. He fights the kaiju, and he wins, and surprisingly, in the aftermath, we learn that she actually keeps a secret. She could have revealed. We learned that she hates kaijus. We've heard that, so she could have just turned him in. But no, she keeps her secrets. Also, by the way, we learned that she has daddy issues. Major daddy issues. Not surprisingly, because there's always something like that. But anyway, so that's basically the recap of 4 episodes. I might have missed some stuff, but I don't want to go too much into detail. But those were the 4 stuff. Now, what did I like or what did I think about it? Now, the major thing that I have to say, the elephant in the room, the kaiju in the room, is that it has a lot of story points which sound like Attack on Titan. Now, I don't know which manga came first, which anime definitely Attack on Titan came first, but there's definitely lots of similarities with the 2 kids growing up hating monsters, and then they go on to fight monsters. One of them actually turns into a monster. We have the greatest talent in history, which I've mentioned. So yeah, there's all that stuff when it comes to the similarities to Attack on Titan. However, while I will say when Attack on Titan is more epic and more serious, this is definitely more of an action comedy, which I like, because I love comedy and I love action, and I love action comedies, and this is probably the first real pure action comedy anime that I've seen. Or you could say that My Hero Academia is, but that's more of a superhero anime. But this is a action comedy anime, and I appreciate it a lot. As I mentioned, there's not really that many epic moments in the first 4 episodes. There is the first one, which is I'm gonna punch him as hard as it can, which I enjoyed, I mentioned, and when he saves the humanity's greatest talent. Again, those 2 I mentioned, but they are epic moments, and yeah, they really get you humped. Who's humping? No, pumped. They get you pumped. So yeah, I do like the comedy in it, and I do like the certain comedy aspects in it, especially when it comes to the animation. Certain times when he's in kaiju form and he is trying to get used to his powers, or he does something wrong or is scared or that, it changes to this sort of cutesy, cartoony animation. I don't know how to explain it, but it's cute and it's funny as well. Like, really, 1 minute you're seeing him super serious, and then please, and I like that. Another thing I did like was the peeing out of the nipples, which was just weird. He needs to pee when he's in his kaiju form. He doesn't know where to pee, and pee comes out of his nipples. I don't know. I liked it. It was funny. Oh yes, and one major thing I did like, I mentioned this in the first episode of the Anime Noob, is it doesn't have a lot of repeats between episodes. Some of the animes always have the first 5 minutes as complete repeats of the last episode. This one, no, we will have a maximum of 30-20 seconds just to catch up, where we are, and yeah, we're going again, so I appreciate that a lot. As far as things I didn't like, honestly, there wasn't really that much. One of the only things I didn't like was, which is kind of strange because you kind of know it's gonna happen, but at the credits of episode 2, we get the credits, which is a good song and all that, but we get the images in the credits, and it kind of shows you that they joined the defense squad. So spoiler, they managed to join the defense squad because of the little photos that it shows you in the credits. I didn't like that. Because, again, yes, they are expected to probably join the defense squad, but, it gave it away, and I didn't want it to give it away, so, yeah, that's probably my biggest complaint. Oh, and also when he's in his kaiju form, so far we've seen him seem very much OP, where he's defeated 2 kaijus with just 2 punches, like 1 punch and 1 punch. So yeah, he's kind of OP as a kaiju, but I'm expecting that later down the line he won't be OP, he'll be challenged more. But for now, I can only judge on 4 episodes and he looks a bit OP, but that's what I thought. Those are the few things that I didn't like about the episode. Now we get to the characters. First up, the hero, the main character, Hibano. I like him. I even liked him before he was Kaiju number 8. He seemed like a really decent guy. He was happy with what he's doing. Okay, he felt a bit sad about not joining the defense squad, but he was just getting by. He was happy with his life, or basically okay with his life, and at the end of the day, shouldn't we all just be okay with our life? I like it. We also, as I said, we get a kind of hints that something happened between him and the captain. They grew up together. It seems they both made a pact when they were younger to join the defense squad, but something happened. Obviously, he didn't pass the tests. She passed the tests. But is there more to this story? Because he keeps mentioning that he let her down and he's gonna try and be there for her. So yeah, but again, it's gonna, there's gonna be more information. This is after the first 4 episodes, but I'm definitely intrigued to see what it is. But yeah, he's a great character. Then we move on to his partner, which is Reno Ikawa. Now at the start, you kind of think he's gonna be an asshole. He's gonna be one of these, young kids, hotheads, and although he's determined to join the defense squad, he also forms a bond with Hibano. He actually respects him. He calls him Sir a lot, he films a good partnership, and I do like that he had plenty of time where to just give up on him, especially when he turns into kaiju, but no, he decides to help him, probably because he saved his life. But he's repaid the debt. He saved his life too, so at any moment he could just leave, but no, he decides to be there, help him, make sure he doesn't transform in front of people. He's sort of like his lookout, his wingman, and I like that. I like the character bond between those two characters. It seems very nice and very demure. Why the fuck did I say that? But anyway, it seems very good. I love the chemistry between them. They're very, very cool. Next character up is Kikaro. I mentioned it sort of in my recap. She seems to be the world's greatest talent. She's very badass. At the start, she seems like a brat, like a really annoying brat. You think she's going to be one of these really characters you hate. However, then in just one episode, you see that she is a brat because she is good. She is OP. She's the Levi of this thing. She's just killing kaiju left, right, and center. We find out it's all because of the pressure. She's got daddy issues. She was, her dad never gave her any love, which is sad. I give my daughter love. Why can't he just give her a little bit of love? You know, she would have probably even been better if he gave her a bit more love. But anyway, so we find out she's got daddy issues and that. But I do like that, as I mentioned, she kept his Hibano's secret, and she doesn't like to let soldiers die on her watch. So she is very brave. She's very capable. So yeah, I'm on the fence about. I am kind of enjoying her more as, you know, we go along. So I'm interested to see how she's going to turn out, especially the next episode. You know, is she going to confront Hibano about it, you know, and all this stuff, you know? So yeah, she's a good character. I like him. Next character quickly is Captain Shoshiro, which is the second in command of the defense squad. He's an asshole. Straight up forward, I'm gonna say that he's an asshole. He was like taking the piss out of Hibano. He just wants him to fail. He seems to laugh at any ridiculous things that happen. Yeah, all in all, he might be a good soldier because we have seen him. No, we actually haven't seen him fight, to be honest. If I memory recalls, we've seen the captain fight, but him just showing up next to her and, you know, being her second in command. But yeah, he's an asshole. I don't like him at the moment, but you know, maybe he'll grow on me. But yeah, at the moment he's an asshole. Last character I want to mention quickly is Captain Ashurora. Now we get some badass moments of her, so we get a feel that she's one of the best soldiers. She is probably the best soldier currently in the defense squad, taking out kaijus with one shots and all that. But despite like a little bit of flashbacks where we see her connection with Hibano from when they were kids, again, there's all this mystery surrounding what happened between them. We don't get much. I can't really judge her as a character. She's really just in the shadows at the moment. She has very little interaction with anyone and that, but she definitely looks like a badass soldier. But yeah, we don't get a lot of character development with her, despite those little flashbacks. So, as I said, something happened between them. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, she's a mystery. Now, let's talk about the animation. The animation in this series is very good. I liked it. It seems very polished, very bright, very colorful. I like the character designs. The character designs are very cool. Each character has, you know, their own trademarks, their own look. You can tell them apart. It's not like you're struggling to figure out who is who. I like the defense squad suit that they wear, especially when the fight between the kaiju and we see Kikorori getting injured. You see that it has the whole healing factor. The animation on that was cool. The kaiju designs are good, especially in when they're destroying a place. One little, maybe a little bit I didn't like much is sometimes when Kaiju number 8 is fighting a kaiju, the animation gets very colory and very fast, blurry-ish thing, I think you can say. I would have liked it to be a bit more, maybe cooler. I don't know. It seems like it's lots of lights, electricity, lots of lights going around, and you don't really get a real sense of the, you know, fight. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm being nitpicking, but yeah, the animation is clean, the characters are good, the design is nice, the world seems good. It's a futuristic setting. Well, not futuristic setting. It's a normal setting, but you know, with futuristic weapons and all that. So I think the animation is good. I think IG is the studio or something. They did a good job, and yeah, it looks good. There's nothing really noticeable except, as I said, that few little bit of too colory, too fuzzy when there's the kaiju fights and all that between Kaiju number 8 and the kaijus. But when the kaijus are fighting the defense force, not that there's much of a fight, because again, the defense force with the captain seem OP. One shot. Basically, one shot kills most of them. Of these kaijus are dying. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah, the animation is good. Soundtrack and voice acting. Now, soundtrack, we have a couple of... During the show, the music is mostly techno dance, and it suits it, because I said it's a futuristic setting, the kaijus are fighting, you get the boom, 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 boom. The music fits the tone. Maybe I would have liked it a bit more, even if it's futuristic, maybe a bit more epic notes certain time, but yeah, the futuristic dance music suits the setting and suits the fights. But maybe, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's like nothing you're gonna remember in a couple of days. It's nothing that's gonna stick by you. Like, best music I've heard in an anime is, again, Attack on Titan, which I compare to this, and Attack on Titan has just epic music. Here, it's okay. It suits it, but it's nothing special. So the opening credits is a song called Abyss by Youngblood. It's a rock poppy thing. It's okay, it's fun. It's fun, it's catchy. I don't skip it. There are some songs which I've skipped, even Attack on Titan, which I just mentioned. They have one or two songs when they had, because they changed intros so many times, and a couple of their songs I did skip. Definitely not Asaki, but the rest I have skipped when it comes to Attack on Titan. This one, I haven't skipped it so far in 4 episodes. I like to play it out. So, it's catchy, it's good. I don't like the opening credits, if I have to get to that, because it's CGI, and I don't really feel it suits it. I'm a person who likes my anime intros to be the anime style that I'm gonna watch, and this is like CGI, monster CGI and things like that. I don't like it. I'm gonna be fair. I don't look at the intro. I just hear the song, because the song is catchy, but the intro stuff is not that good. So yeah, opening song great. Credits, not that much. As far as the closing credits, we get Nobody by One Republic, which I was really surprised, because I didn't know One Republic was used in an anime. So kudos to them for getting the rights to use Nobody by One Republic, and it suits it. The anime style of the closing is the anime's same style, which is good, so not CGI. Again, as I mentioned, it kind of spoils that they joined the defense squad, but yeah. We know they're going to join the... I keep bringing it up, but we know they're going to join the defense squad. So it's cute, it's colorful, it's one of the characters looking on a computer, looking at some photos and all that. The song suits it, it's nice. So yeah, I can't really complain. So ending song good, ending animation good. Much better than the intro animation. Let's get to as far as the voice acting goes. Now, I've seen both the dub and the sub. I saw the first 2 episodes sub, second 2 episodes I saw. As far as the voice acting go, full disclosure, I've seen both the dub and the sub. I watched episode 1 and 2 as sub, and 3 and 4 as dub, because as you guys know, I don't mind dub. I'm a dub lover. Dub loving is what no, okay. Anyway, yeah, so voice acting is great. It's both in the Japanese and the dub. Characters suit them well, and I do know that certain dubs are a bit shit. Again, I don't mind them, but I can appreciate that certain dubs can be crap. This dub, I thought it was good. I thought the characters sounded like they were supposed to sound. The original voice work is great as well. They both sound good. Their interaction is fine. The voice actors do a good job. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really the most person who can review voice acting, because I basically like anything. But if it's really bad, I probably would realize it. But I think it's good, both the dub and the sub. So yeah, voice acting top. Conclusions. Now, this is the big one. This is the whole point of the Anime Noob. After 4 episodes, am I interested in continuing this anime? Or do I say, yeah, it's not for me? Well, yeah, I want to continue this. In fact, honestly, from the first episode of the Anime Noob, where I said I was going to watch 3 episodes, I watched 4 because I was so into this anime that I just had to watch 4. Now, with the next anime I watch, I might just watch 3 and say, yeah, that's enough. But for this one, I got so into it that I wanted to watch 4, and I can't wait until I finish editing this video so I can continue it. Yes, it's definitely one that I want to continue. I want to watch. I want to immerse myself into it. I'm really curious about everything. I'm curious about what happened when they were kids. I want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see what's gonna, what's the issue with the two human kaijus. I want to see, I want to continue it. So it definitely did pass my Anime Noob test, the 4-episode test. Yes, this got me hooked. This I want to watch. Now I'm going to be choosing the next anime I'm going to be talking about. But before I do, I just want to ask you guys, are you Kaiju number 8 fans out there? Or people who've seen Kaiju number 8 and don't like it that much? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Why did you love it? Why do you hate it? Let's have a discussion. And now that I've seen 4 episodes, and by the time this comes up, I probably watched it all because, again, yes, I want to watch it. I can talk about this with people. I think it's a very good anime. I think it's a really high class anime, and I can see why it was very well spoken of. I can see why people are saying it's the next big thing, because it is cool. It does hook you. You do want to watch it. The anime, everything is good. Everything is top notch, and it's one of these animes that does grab you by the balls and says, watch me, and I want to watch it. I want to relieve my balls and watch it. That's just weird, but anyway, yes. So ouch, bean. Now we're gonna get to the anime that I'm gonna be watching next week. Again, you guys out there, viewers, yay, because we did have viewers, and I'm really thankful of that. Thank you guys so much, viewers. You guys have suggested some great anime. I've put them all in a hat over here. Ooh. And I'm going to be picking a random one to watch, which will be the next episode. But again, I'm always adding more anime. We know there's thousands and thousands of anime. So keep your suggestions coming in, because I might get the one you really want to talk. Like when I used to watch these shows, I always used to watch the shows that talk about Konosuba, because again, I'm obsessed with Konosuba. Time to show the tattoo again. So I probably will get to your anime one time. So keep suggesting. Let me know which anime is cool to watch. You're kind of getting a feel for the anime that I will like. So let me know. But you might want me to try something completely, out there. But again, if you don't suggest it, I ain't going to add it to the list. So now, let's see which anime I'm going to be watching next time. Knowing my luck, it's probably going to be something mainstream. I want to get one of these kind of weirder ones. But, it's probably going to be mainstream, because there was quite a few mainstream ones. And let's see what it is. So the next episode of the Anime Noob will be focused on Blue Lock. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. And it's good, because full disclosure, going into these anime, I'm not going to be looking at trailers. I'm not going to be looking about any information about them. I'm just going to go onto the website where I watch my anime, type in the thing, and watch them. So the next Anime Noob episode is going to be about Blue Lock. There it is, just so you don't think I'm cheating. And so anyway, I want to thank you again for tuning in. I hope you like this episode. I hope you're enjoying this series. Again, drop your comments for the anime titles that you want me to try and get to. Also, if you do enjoy this and you do want to help us out, to buy other equipment and all that, and just support us, we have a Patreon. €2 will really help us a lot. So it's over here. And thank you guys. I'm Ashley. I am the Anime Noob. Hopefully by 2 years time I won't be the Anime Noob and I'll have to figure out a new title for this series. But anyway, for now, I am the Anime Noob, and I bid you good night, good morning, or good day, or just bye bye. See you.